Hey YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and welcome to another remake video. Today, we'll be remaking Proud by Chainz, featuring YG and Offset, so let's get straight to it. First things first, let's set our tempo to 174 beats per minute. And we're going to start off with that main organ sound. We're going to bring in Logic's vintage B3 organ. And we're going to bring in a preset here. Now it's going off my screen. It's called the Sideman organ. And let's go ahead and draw in that first, or pretty much a sound that's heard throughout the entire track. It's 8 bars long, and it's just one sustained note. Let's go ahead and put that in. We're just going to duplicate that over 2 octaves. All right, let's open up our vintage B3 organ and just adjust this sound a little bit here. All right, next let's go ahead and close that up. Let's bring in an EQ. Let's just cut out some of that low end. All right, something like that. All right, next let's go ahead and bring in Logic's multi-effects plugin, Fat Effects. Just gonna manipulate the sound a little bit further. Just add in some soft saturation here. All right, something like that is good. I'm just gonna pull up here. All right, and last but not least, let's go ahead and bring in a last plugin over here. And we're going to bring in some tremolo. Here it is right here. We'll bring some slow panning over there and just bring down the depth a little bit. And that's our main sound right there. Next, let's go ahead and close this up. Let's copy this over. And we're going to start to bring in that main sound that you hear throughout the entire track, that main pluck. We're going to create a new softer instrument track. Going to bring in ReFX Nexus 2, as I couldn't really quite find a sound in Logic that matched the one in the track. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the preset. It can be found under Plucked. And I believe it was PL muted guitars or mute guitars too. Let's go ahead and just leave that for now and draw in that pattern. Actually, this is a really quick pattern. It's only 2 bars long and it repeats itself. And let's draw that in. All right, so there's the main sound right there. Next, let's go ahead and open up Nexus and just adjust this sound a little bit here. It's gonna turn on our master filter and I'm gonna bring down the cutoff. To about 11 o'clock. All right, so that sounds good just like that. Next, I'm just gonna bring in an EQ and just filter out some of the lows here. Just gonna filter out furthermore the highs. All right, so that's the sound right there. I'm just going to copy this over the full 8 bars. Next, what we're going to do here is duplicate this track. We're going to use the same pattern. I'm just going to layer up the sound with the piano, except I'm going to take off the channel EQ here. Open up Nexus 2. We're going to go over to our piano category. And we're just going to use the first one that loads up here. And we're just going to use our master filter section here and cut off a lot of those highs. All right, so there is pretty much the main foundation to the entire track right there. Next, let's go ahead and create a new softer instrument track. And then we're going to bring in once more another instance of ReFX Nexus 2. All right, then we're going to bring in the bass preset. And it's actually the first one right here, the BA attack bass. Let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. Once again, it is only 2 bars long. And it's a simple one. It's only 2 notes. Let's get that in there. Let's go ahead and open up Nexus 2. And once again, turn on that master filter and cut off a lot of the highs. And that repeats itself once again. All right, that sounds good just like that. All right, next let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. And we're gonna get that high pitch sound. Actually, before we get to that, let's just copy this over here. And the high pitch sound comes in at the 17th bar. Now for this sound, we're gonna use Logic's ES2 synthesizer. Let's go ahead and bring that in. And I'm gonna use a preset here. I believe I did a tutorial on this a while back. It is called the pitch lead. And we're going to use that sound as the basis to this sound. All right, let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. Just going to lower this so it's not going to kill ourselves here. All right, next let's go open up our ES2 and adjust this sound. First, we're gonna pull up our attack. And pull down our decay. Pull down our sustain. And pull down our release. We're gonna pull up our glide a little bit here. Let's pull up our analog fully up. Let's take our cutoff and bring it down to about 1 o'clock. Let's pull up the volume now a little bit. Let's add in some more chorus. And maybe we'll bring in some sine here. Let's see if we change this oscillator here. All right, that sounds a little bit better. Next, let's go ahead and open up our EQ. Let's take out some of those lows. Next, it's going to bring in a flanger. We go to modulation and we'll bring in the flanger. All right, let's leave it just like that for now, and we're gonna bring in a tape delay just to kind of delay this sound up a little bit. We're gonna use my EDM delay here. It's just the 8th note delay, and let's just bring down the wet a little bit here. All right, so that goes for 8 bars long. Let's copy that over. And actually, let's continue working here because our drums come in here. So let's create a new software instrument track and bring in Logic's EXS24 sampler instrument. All right, let's go ahead and draw in this pattern. We'll make it 4 bars long. And we're going to start off with the snare sound. Actually, I didn't bring in the drum kit. Here it is right here. Make it nice and loud. And let's start off with that snare sound. Alright, so there's our snare sound right there. Next, let's go ahead and duplicate this track. And let's go ahead and draw in those hi-hats. Fairly simple pattern. Go over to our brush tool. Let's draw those in. Alright, and let's go duplicate that track and let's draw in our open hats. Alright, next go duplicate this track. We're going to kind of put in this weird sort of effect percussion that they had in the track. Let's go ahead and draw that in. Alright, so this actually follows the same pattern as this one over here. Let's just go ahead and push it up to the sound we're looking for. The first thing we're going to do is bring in Logic's tape delay. Once again, we're going to use that EDM delay. And then what we're going to do right here is bring in another type of delay, a sample delay. And what we're going to do here is just widen up that sound by delaying one channel by a little bit. Next, let's go ahead and bring in EQ and just cut off some of those highs. Alright, so that's pretty much the beat right there. Let's just go ahead and duplicate this over. And then on this second section over here, we're going to go ahead and duplicate this drum kit once again. And we're going to bring in the kick. All right, let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. All right, let's go ahead and duplicate that over. So in the track itself, this was actually 16 bars, and so was this. And then let's just go ahead and bring this back in at the end, just to round up the beat, make a simplified arrangement of this track for this remake. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and take a listen to the remake we just put together, 2 Chainz Proud, featuring Offset and YG. Let's go. So that right there is how you make Proud by 2 Chainz featuring Offset and YG. For your Logic users out there, I'm going to go ahead and save this entire session for you guys and place that as a downloadable link in the description box below this video. For you non-Logic users out there, got your back as well. I'm going to go ahead and export all these MIDI stems for you, include audio stems as well, and of course the drum kit and the drum sounds that we've used in this tutorial. You can find all that in a play pack in the description box below this video. If you do have any questions on this, you can ask me in the comment section below. If you did like this video, remember thumbs up, share it, and of course remember to hit that subscribe button for more great videos like this one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.